share in our future. Our future starts now with you.
It's 48 days to election 2020. Welcome to your election headquarters. This is Joy News at 6 with me, Bernice Abubeidulansa. Electoral violence is a crime punishable by years in prison. Avoid it. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, affiliates across Ghana, including Swiss 93.7 FM in Ho, and worldwide at myjoyonline.com. Coming up, 5 presidential aspirants disqualified from contesting the 2020 polls under police investigation for alleged forgery of signatures. The EC says they have no chance of running for president this year.
To the aspiring presidential candidates who did not make this process, we wish you better luck next time. Your filing fees of 100,000 cedis will be refunded to you.
Well, the 12 aspirants who made it will know where they place on the ballot paper after balloting is done later today. And Dean of Academic Affairs at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College cautions politicians against comments that can plunge the country into chaos during the elections.
Democracy everywhere is hiccuping very badly in Ghana. For heaven's sake, let us protect our democracy by having confidence in our institutions.
In business, Bank of Ghana confirms nomination of Head of Corporate and Investment Banking at Stanbic, Kwame Smening, as new Managing Director following intended retirement of current boss Al-Hassan Andani. More on the Joy Business Report later.
And Multimedia Group features bigly on GJA Honor Roll as Group lands 14 awards in the 25th GJA Awards ceremony. We have more as 10 journalists and 4 brands within the group mentioned in the shortlist of awardees.
Not only journalists, also media institutions who have really excelled in their coverage, in displaying their analytical power, displaying their innovative spark, displaying their editorial competence.
We've got details in a moment. Do stay. Thanks for your company. The details now. The hope of becoming president for 5 aspirants who filed their nominations to contest the December polls has been dashed at a press conference Monday. EC Chairperson John Mensah explained their disqualification was based on a myriad of issues, including forgery, with no avenue for appeal. There's more on the following news desk report.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these are your presidential candidates for the 2020 presidential election.
Nana Akufo-Addo, New Patriotic Party NPP, John Mahama, National Democratic Congress NDC, Alfred Kwame Walker, Independent Candidate, Bridget Jogbenuku, Progressive People's Party PPP, Ekriadonko, Ghana Freedom Party GFP, Nana Konedu Ajiman Rawlings, National Democratic Party NDP, Hassan Ayariga, All People's Congress APC, Ivo Greenstreet, Convention People's Party CPP, Kofi Akpalu, Liberal Party Ghana LPG, David Apasera, People's National Convention PNC, Henry Herbert Latte, Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP, Christian Kwabena Andrews, Ghana Union Movement GUM.
We wish all our qualifying candidates the best of luck in their bid to ascend the office of the presidency. We urge all of them to engage in a decent campaign based on policies and programs that will lead to the betterment of our society.
However, this is the end of the road for independent candidates Kofi Kranting and Marie Kofi-Gan, as well as Akwesi Adeodike of the United Progressive Party UPP, Kwesi Busumburu of the People's Action Party PAP, and Ejenim Boateng, United Front Party UFP. But the EC says there will be no room for appeal. The Commission has since referred issues of forgery of signatures to the Criminal Investigations Department for further investigations. But all hope is not lost. Here is why.
Your filing fees of 100,000 cedis will be refunded to you.
It remains to be seen the various actions to be taken by the Big Five, but at least they get to vote in the December polls. Just that it won't be for themselves.
That was a news desk report. Well, one of the disqualified aspirants, Akwesi Adeodike, is accusing the EC of conspiring with the governing MPP to take him out.
Why? Can Can't we speak the truth for once? When we submitted our nomination, they gave us 6 areas where they thought was faulty. And when the document was screened in the IC center, we sent through and they congratulated us. So I don't know why they are using another strategy. One person can sign 10 signatories and it will differ. So I am surprised that the EC is doing this, but we are in a country where truth has been, swept under carpet.
So that's the UPP's Akwesi Odaadike, chairperson of the commission. John Mensah dismissed allegations of the EC planning to rig elections for a particular party.
Any political party who has any issue with any person makes the commission aware the EC can never rig an election. The processes are transparent, they are credible, they are tight, and we cannot for any reason have a flawed election with this kind of process.
EC chairperson John Mensah. Let's stay on election-related matters. Dean of Academic Affairs at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Dr. Vladimir Ntwidanso, has warned politicians against comments that can incite their supporters to pick up arms if results of the elections don't go their way. Former President John Mahama has on a number of occasions cast doubt on the neutrality of the current EC chairperson, John Mensah, and in his latest comment, he told Wezo TV he did not have confidence in her.
And I hear that a lot of people who are very capable and technically competent, because they served under Charlotte Osei's administration, they've transferred them out to the district. And they don't have as much competence in the headquarters as they should have, especially with experienced hands. There are some new advisors on IT and all that kind of thing. And that's why, for the first time, I begin to doubt the competence of our commission. This has been a model commission to the whole of Africa. And I've always felt confident that we have a commission that on the day will rise up to the occasion. This time, I'm afraid I don't have that level of confidence.
But in an interaction with journalists in Accra, Dr. Vladimir Ntwidanso, who is also an international relations expert, says such comments could plunge the country into chaos.
Let such statements not denigrate the institution or the head of the institution. Let us watch out. From where I sit and the little research we've been doing, democracy is hiccuping very badly throughout the world. And we must guard our democracy very jealously. Even in America, Trump appoints a postmaster general whom it was seen clearly he wanted to use that position to make problems for the opposition. They didn't go and beat the postmaster general. They said the institution of the postmaster general is very important in our elections. The new rules you are bringing is unconstitutional. They raised it and the man reversed the whole thing. But you could see that democracy everywhere is hiccuping very badly.
Dean of Academic Affairs at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Dr. Vladimir Ntwidanso there. Now, the Ghana Cocoa Board has commenced investigations into John Yu's expose on the illegal renting of certification license by some licensed cocoa buying companies and farmer society groups to businessmen. It follows the revelation that one could rent a cocoa certificate for as high as 1 million cedis. These underhand dealings make the farmer poorer, defeating the purpose of the cocoa sustainability program. Let's take a listen to excerpts of our latest documentary, Robbing the Poor, produced by investigative journalist Kwitinati.
To ascertain how deep this canker is in this industry, I request to meet another cocoa interest group willing to sell their certificate to me. Hope introduces me to officials of Farmer Base Association Cocopa, its executive director, Fred Amponsa, and one Ibrahim. We then shift the conversation on the shady details of using their certificate to export cocoa to chocolate producers.
Apart from, I'm asking this question to be clear. Apart from we giving you the license, what other role are we going to play?
Hope admits that this act is illegal, but for him, in business, interest matters more than standards.
You had excerpts of our latest documentary, Robbing the Poor. Speaking to John News in an interview, Deputy Cocoa Board CEO in charge of operations, Dr. Emmanuel Opoku, said a committee will be set up to establish the extent of the malpractice. Now, before I go, the Multimedia Group is expected to feature bigly at the 25th edition of the Ghana Journalists Association Awards, slated for Saturday, October 24, 2020. During a press conference to announce the list of nominees, 10 journalists from the brand were announced, and